Welcome everyone. I think we're going to get started. My name is Sylvie Brunet-Jones. I'm the Interim Director of Education Abroad at CU Boulder. And I'm here with Kira, and you'll hear from her very soon after this first slide. So this is meant to be a general overview of the education abroad opportunities at CU Boulder. And so we're going to go through the basics together, and then there'll be time for questions at the end. So feel free to send your questions through chat, and then at the end of the session, we'll try to answer as many as possible. And people will keep coming in. I see some people are in the waiting room, and so we'll keep admitting everyone. Well, I think we'll get started with our presentation. So first, I'm going to hand the presentation over to Kira, and she's going to present the buff perspective, the student perspective about study abroad. And then I'll come back and give more general information. So Kira, you can take it away.
Perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Kira Hook. I'm a senior at CU Boulder, and I'm studying international affairs as well as Spanish education. And I'm also a student advisor in the Education Abroad office. And so I work with students and help them decide where they'd like to go abroad. And so I studied in Sevilla, Spain in the south. And I studied there in spring of 2018, my sophomore year. It was a really, really fantastic experience, which is why I now work in the study abroad office. And so I'd love to just share a little bit about my experience abroad. So I really wanted to study abroad because I wanted to learn more about Spanish culture and improve my Spanish. Those were my main goals for going abroad, because I do have that goal of being a Spanish teacher. And so I ended up going to Spain with a program called CIEE. So that was the American company that kind of helped me go there. And so they set up a host family for me. So I lived with 2 local teachers, and I took classes at the University of Sevilla. This is me standing in front of that University of Sevilla building. It's a historic building that used to be a tobacco factory. So that was really cool. It was very fancy inside. It felt like a museum. And I took Spanish linguistics classes and European geography classes, and all of the classes that I took counted towards my majors. So that was really good. And we're going to talk more about credits and classes during this presentation. You don't have to speak a foreign language or be a specific major to get credit. But that was really awesome. And then I also volunteered to teach English at a local elementary school, which gave me great teaching experience. Some of my favorite highlights from this semester were going on excursions. So just around the city, my program organized tours for us. So we toured the cathedral where Christopher Columbus was buried. I had a class through CIEE where we would learn about Islamic architecture, and then we'd go around in the city and see real examples. So this minaret behind me, don't worry, I was on a tour when I climbed the cathedral, but this minaret behind me is a historic building from the 1200s that's really famous. So we learned about that architecture. We learned about the architecture of the city. And it just made everything feel really real and alive to get to walk around the city and see what we were learning about in class. And I also had a conversation exchange with local students. So I got to meet other students my age and practice my Spanish. So that was really amazing as well. And then I also got to travel to certain cities around Spain and Europe. So I visited Valencia, Madrid, and Barcelona within Spain, and then London, Venice, and Krakow, Poland during my semester.
Purchase price for house
and a few of my favorite memories were that there's 2 main festivals in Spain. There's the Holy Week, which is leading up to Easter. And so there are lots of processions from each of the churches to the big cathedral that draw huge crowds of thousands of people. And there's also this really fun event called Feria de Abril. And everyone wears the traditional flamenco dresses. So here's everybody in their traditional dresses in these tents. And it's basically just like a fair and a carnival. So you can go on amusement rides and eat cotton candy, but all in your fancy dress. And so I really enjoyed getting to participate in those cultural events and learn more about Spain. And I think the thing that I really learned during this semester was being able to gain independence. So coordinating those trips that I took really took a lot of organization and detail. And so I really learned a lot about, just organizing my time and organizing details and being independent. And I also got a lot of confidence to put myself out there because I met new people through my second language. And so striking up conversations in class with the Spanish students or with this elderly couple that I met on the bus definitely put me out of my comfort zone to do that in Spanish. And so I think that now that I'm back in the US, I'm like, well, I could start a conversation in English if I could do it in Spanish. So yeah, I just gained a lot of confidence. And so next, as Sylvia mentioned in the beginning, I'm planning to go to China with another study abroad program through our office this summer. And then as well, I will be student teaching for Spanish in a local high school. And then I've applied to a Fulbright to teach English in Argentina. So that's what I'm hoping to do after graduation if everything works out. So I'm really grateful for this experience to have gone abroad, and I think it'll really help me in the future. So thank you. Now Sylvia is going to talk a little bit more about the process in general and how study abroad can work for you or for your students.
Thank you so much, Kira. That was wonderful. And Kira, since she got back from abroad, has been working in our office as a global advisor. So we love having her around. So thank you, Kira. So for people who joined us a little after we started, my name is Sylvie Brunet-Jones. I'm the Interim Director of Education Abroad at CU Boulder. And we're going to talk about general information about study abroad opportunities for CU Boulder students. And at the end, there will be time for questions. So if you want to send your questions via chat, that would be great. And then one more little housekeeping item. If you don't have your mic muted, if you could please mute it, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. So we will get started with our presentation. And so that first slide is about, why go abroad. And students have a lot of different motivations for going abroad. And I wanted to show you, and they're listed here in the slide, but I also wanted to show you or to talk to you about what's the difference between going on a trip, spending the summer backpacking or doing a guided tour, as opposed to actually doing a planned international experience, which is what education abroad is. So of course, it is education abroad. So it is about studying, and it's a great way to gain a different academic perspective on your major and on your education in general, because you're learning from different professors, you're learning in a different system, in different cultures. And so you see brand new perspectives on what you're studying. For instance, how different would it be to study the American Revolution in England, rather than from the Americans' perspective. But even engineering, maybe engineers, the basics of engineering is the same everywhere in the world, but how engineers work together, how they look at problems, could be approached differently in different cultures. Of course, the other obvious reason to study abroad is, of course, to study languages, like Kira, who worked on her Spanish, and also to learn about cultures. So you don't have to speak another language to study abroad. We just want to make that very clear. We have many programs. But discovering a culture obviously is also a wonderful byproduct of studying abroad, or main product. Another reason is for personal growth. As Kira said, she gained a lot of self-confidence by studying abroad, and certainly that's what happens. So we provide a lot of support to our students. It's not a sink or swim situation, but still, the student is away from everything that they know, and so even with all the help, they have to figure some things out, and that really gets people very self-confident, and those are skills that will be helpful all lifelong, and also in the profession. So another reason why people study abroad is to gain career skills. And so the self-sufficiency that we just mentioned, that's a key skill, but also how to work with people with different cultures, and what it feels like to be a minority. Many alumni tell us that when they have their interview after graduation, when they have their first job interviews, if they mention education abroad on their resume, this is usually the thing that they spend their interview talking about. Interviewers, professionals are always very interested in people's experience abroad, because they understand that that's what happens, you know, that you gain all these skills. And then of course, the big picture is you will gain international understanding. And in our office, we really believe that this is our way to contribute to have a strong and secure America, but also to work towards world peace, one student at a time. So these are, as you see, lots of reasons to study abroad, and lots of different reasons. So now, who goes abroad? You know, who's studying abroad every semester, every year, or during their time at CU? And so you can see the statistics on the slides. 25% of students actually study abroad, and that's in a 4-year institution like ours, a research institution. That's a very high. That's very high. It's never high enough for us. We always want to send more students. But it's wonderful to see that 25% of students do study abroad, and that's roughly about 2,000 students per year. And we have programs for every major, and we have programs at every cost too. So again, there's a program for everyone, and the emphasis is of course on education. So it's a different way to see the world. There are certainly cheaper ways to see the world. You know, if you just take a trip, that's cheaper than studying abroad, because you're not getting the courses and the education. So it's really important to focus on that. That it's an opportunity to do a lot of growing up and learning. So a little bit about the academics. As I said, this is not just another trip. It's really an academic experience. And there are so many different opportunities that we offer, through, and we're going to talk about that in another slide, but you can directly enroll in another university. You can go abroad with the CU faculty. You can do an internship. You can do some field studies program. You can volunteer. So lots and lots of options. You can go for a long time, for a short time. So lots and lots of different things. The key information to remember is that you can fulfill degree and major requirements when you study abroad. So it's not, a semester off. It doesn't add to your career at CU. Students who study abroad can graduate at the same pace as other students. And then key information is about the pass-fail. So when you study abroad, you receive study abroad pass-fail. That's a little different from the regular pass-fail, and it's a pass-fail where you need to get a D- or better to pass a class, so you can use it to fulfill a requirement. So the pass-fail that alleviates some of the stress sometimes that people have about being in a different educational system. So where in the world can you go? You could pretty much go anywhere in the world. We have 400 programs in 65 different countries. They are for all terms. So you can go in the summer, you can go for a semester, you can go for 6 weeks, you can go for 15 weeks, you can go for the whole year. And as I mentioned before, we have so many program types. So the key is finding the right program for you, because you want to know what are the different program models, what am I looking for, do I want to be totally immersed in the language, do I not really, I don't have the skills, so I want to go to a program where I can take my classes in English, do I want to be in class with students from the host university, what do I want to study when I'm abroad, do I want to focus on my major, or I would rather just take care of my gen ed requirements, or do I want to do a little bit of both? So lots of different things to consider. And I'm going to move to the next slide, because I wanted to show you the different program types. So direct enroll means you are enrolling directly in a foreign institution. So you're in class with students from that institution, and you're taking classes directly in the institution. So this is a truly fully immersion in the culture. You can imagine, you are attending a university and you are taking the same classes, you in the same dorms, you're doing the same thing. You're a student at that university for the length of your program, usually a semester or a year. And so this, the advantage of this is the true immersion. And then maybe it's not for everyone, because for some students, it's a little bit too much, not enough maybe hand-holding, to put it, because you really have to figure out a lot of things yourself. There is an international office at each university, but you don't have somebody working specifically on your program for CU students on site. And then we have a study abroad center. So that's a nice combination. It's abroad, but it's a center where the classes are taught specifically for international students, sometimes specifically for American students. And so the course formats are similar to what you would do here. The faculty is used to teaching kind of American style. So it's a great option if you don't have the language required to go direct enroll in the country. And it's also a great option to be in class with other American students. And so it's nice to have a little, you have your little cohort and little group where you feel safe and comfortable, and you kind of growing together during the experience. We have field studies programs, and so those are a lot obviously for STEM programs, but you can study, biology in Brazil, and you can study environmental design in Denmark, etc. So the field studies, speaks for itself. Very hands-on, experiential programs. Intensive language, you can focus on your language, and you can learn. We have so many languages, but Spanish, French, German, Arabic, Russian, Portuguese, Chinese, Japanese. Those are for immersion language programs, but you can also study many other languages just as a kind of dipping your toe in, you can study Tibetan or, so many languages in Africa. Those immersion programs, intensive language programs, those are focused on really advancing into your language study and not just a little introduction to a language. As I mentioned before, internships, so that's the fastest growing program type that we have. Many students do internships abroad, and you can do internships during the semester. Many internship, I would say maybe most of our internships are in the summer. And then you obviously you do an internship, but you also take a class and you get credit for the internship. And then we have global seminars and global intensives. So those are faculty-led programs. So they're programs where you go abroad with a CU faculty and CU students, and they're usually short-term, usually from 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the program. And so those are great because they're a great way to connect directly with the CU faculty. They're small, and so this is a unique opportunity because most classes are usually really big when you're on campus. So in this one, you go with a faculty who's passionate about the topic and very interested and knowledgeable about the location. And you go with a group of like-minded students who are also interested in the same topic and the same location. So those are really, really rewarding. And you don't have to choose between all of these. Many students do more than one program. Maybe they'll do a faculty-led program in their freshman summer or following their freshman year, and get comfortable with being abroad. And then maybe in the junior year, they'll do a semester or another summer program, or they'll do an internship. So lots of choices. And so these are examples of what you can do on the program. I mean, there are hundreds of examples, but you can work at a research station in Costa Rica. And so this would be amazing on your resume, right? This would really set you apart. Or you can do a finance internship in London. Obviously, that would also catch employers' attention if you're a business major. You can take studio art classes in Florence. You can do a teaching internship in Sevilla. You can work with entrepreneurs in South Africa. And as I mentioned before, you could study climate change in Denmark and Greenland. So lots of amazing options. I think Kira mentioned that she did a little bit of teaching when she was there in Sevilla. So again, there are programs for every single major. So I want to make sure everybody remembers that it's not just for some majors. It's really for everyone. Now I wanted to talk about, what's an approved program and what's different between approved and non-approved. So the programs I've been talking about so far, they're all approved program, the CU program. So on those programs, you get institutional credit, not transfer credit, but CU credit. On approved programs, in another slide, we had a list of, on the list, it said that we have over 12,000 courses that have already been approved to fulfill specific requirements at CU. So, and we keep growing that list of courses every year, every semester. And on approved programs, you can use your federal, state, and CU financial aid. The only thing you can't use abroad is the Corridor Opportunities Fund, CUF. But otherwise, you can use your financial aid when you study on an approved program. And that's not the case when you study on a non-approved program. And then, of course, we provide lots of support and lots of information on approved programs. So, of course, we have a pre-departure orientation. We provide insurance for everyone. And then we provide personal assistance through all our advisors and program managers every step of the way. All right. So when should you go? When should students go? And really it's a personal choice. Many students go when they're juniors, but you don't have to. Many more go in the summer because summer can sometimes be more convenient depending on your major. But really, you could really go whenever it fits your academic interests or their academic interests the best. So it might be, the first summer after you spend a year at CU. It could be in your junior year. It could be a couple summers. It could be at winter break. So really, anytime, and you can go multiple times, of course. So then let's talk about how long do people go? And at CU, this is what happens at CU. So 5% of the students who go abroad go for the academic year. So this used to be, the standard, right? Years ago, maybe when parents went abroad, when I went abroad, it was, oh, you went for the whole year. And so that meant, fewer people went because not everybody could go for the whole year. But of course, a long year, a whole year is the best as far as language learning, of course, and then cultural immersion, because you spend a semester to get used to it, and then you have another semester where you really can truly dive in and enjoy everything you learned during the first semester. So we always love when people study abroad for the whole year, even though we know it's not as easy as it used to be. 30% of our students go in the summer, so that's a really big number, and we have many different options in the summer. And then 65% of CU students who study abroad study during the semester, and that's very high for a four-year institution. So we're very proud of that. It's the most popular with students, and we think that's the best. It's great, right? And so, as I said before, with good planning, you can definitely go for a semester. You may even go for a full year and still be able to graduate in 4 years. So it doesn't, it's not a year off. It's not a year that sets you behind. We also have a Maymester program, so very short program during Maymester, and then we also have winter break programs usually in January that are very short, intense programs with CU faculty. So what should you consider? How do you choose your program? And so again, it's really going to depend on your personal goals. And when you study, when you talk to an advisor, that's what you would go over with the advisor. And Kira is an advisor, and that's what she do. In your initial, what do you really want to do? And I'm sorry, I skipped a few. What do you really want to do? And when can you fit that in your academic plan? Because again, some majors are a little more flexible than others, and so we want everyone to be able to do it. So don't think that you can't do it. Always talk to us first. All right. So something about where would you study? We don't offer programs in countries that have high safety risk. So usually if a country has a level 4 travel advisory from the State Department, we don't offer programs there. So that's something, something to keep in mind. And I forgot to mention, I said we have program in 65 countries, and we also have semester at sea. So we have one program that goes actually around the world in one semester. And that's a very popular program too. All right, so now what does it cost? And because that's a very important component of the planning, you know, what does it cost? So it really depends on where you're going, how long you're staying, are you a resident or a non-resident? So for instance, if you're going to Europe or Japan, or you're doing semester at sea, those locations tend to be more expensive than studying at CU. Latin America is usually less expensive. So it really depends on what kind of, where you're going, and also what kind of program you're doing. If we talk about residents versus non-residents, so usually for residents, going abroad is usually more than studying at CU, but it's many programs are comparable to studying at CU, and we even have a few exchange programs that are actually cheaper than studying at CU. So that's something to keep in mind. And then non-residents, usually studying abroad is cheaper than, it costs less than studying at CU. But again, you know, with the exception of some of those countries or semester at sea, which is definitely more expensive. And I mentioned before, we can use your financial aid. We have scholarships through our office, and then there are also lots of scholarships outside of our office. And we have lots of information on our website, and of course, our advisors can help for people to find scholarships that are going to work with their program and their needs. Others, you know, I mentioned the other scholarships, so you've heard about the Rotary Scholarship, but there are many others, NSCP, Gilman, and then there are many scholarships that are specialized just for one particular major or one particular location. So we can help students find those specific scholarships for them. And here is to give, you know, some specific numbers here to give you a better idea of what it costs. So we always are very transparent about the net expenses. So there's the fee that you pay CU Boulder, and then if there are other expenses like your airfare, we always include that on our website and provide an estimated total cost. And so we want people to be able to see how much, you know, do they need to plan for. And so we did a little comparison here for one semester, between one semester at CU and one semester on different programs. So you can see there's a range, of course, at CU, depending on your major and what school you're attending. And then you can see how for study abroad programs, a program in Latin America like Costa Rica is actually cheaper than a program, you know, a semester at CU Boulder for residents. Florence, Italy, you can see it start to be on the higher end of a resident budget. And then semester at sea, which is the most expensive because it goes everywhere in the world. I mean, not everywhere, but it goes around the world, which is, you know, more than non-residents. But most programs are going to be, you know, semester at sea is really the exception. Most programs are going to be in the two ranges, you know, the other ranges that we have here. And all our program costs are published on our website in the finance section. So you can always look for what a program, and you can also compare programs. There's that feature on our website. So I mentioned program, you know, that we don't offer programs in high-risk countries. And so I wanted to really spend a little time talking about health and safety. That's, of course, our top priority. We provide on-call mental health. That's also that's something we started offering last year because it's definitely a need for students that they have here on campus, and we want to be able to support that when they're abroad. So that support is included in the insurance that we purchase for every student. Again, we monitor various sources of safety information like the Department of State. We register everybody in the STEP program. That's a program from the State Department where we can, if there's an emergency, then the State Department knows exactly who's in what country. and then the CDC, of course, and various other sources. So we monitor health and safety on a daily basis. No program is in higher education. We enroll people in a special insurance for education abroad, and everybody's enrolled in it. It covers medical, regular medical expenses, but also medical evacuation in case, and also evacuation in case of natural disaster or political unrest. We have lots of health and safety information in our handbooks. They're program specific. And then we have learning content on our online system that students go through when they are admitted to the program. So we provide lots of information, and we take that very seriously. And then we go over health and safety again in our general online orientation, as well as in our program specific orientation. And then again, students go through health and safety orientation when they arrive on site. We partner with providers on site that are expert of the location where our students are going. And so they're the best resources for health and safety help and information on site. We have a 24/7 education abroad emergency phone that someone in our office carries at all time. And so it's particularly helpful, of course, overnight or during the weekend. What we really recommend, though, we tell students that the first number they should call when they have an emergency abroad is their local contact, and they get that number. They also have a 24/7 number on site, because the people on site can help them first. And we're happy to help, but we're thousands of miles away, so we'll have to connect with the on-site people. And then, of course, we can't talk about health and safety right now without talking about COVID. So we have this great website, COVID-19 and Foreign Education Abroad. It has a lot of questions and answers, lots of specific information. It explains how we are making decisions about program cancellations and expectations. So I recommend, if you don't study abroad next semester or the following semester, hopefully you won't have to worry about COVID-19, not as much. But if you're interested to see what's happening right now, I recommend you look at that website. It's updated very regularly. So what about students who don't go, right? What happens when people don't go? So at the end of people's career at CU, before they graduate, seniors are asked to complete a senior survey. And so in the senior survey, one question is, if you could start all over again, what would you do differently in your time at CU? And so you can see the number one things that people would do differently. 52% of seniors say they would interact more with faculty. And certainly we have these great programs where people can do that. But then the number two at 46% is go abroad. So you can see how many CU students who don't go abroad then kind of regret that. And why do they regret it? Why should you do it, while you're abroad, besides all the reasons, we went over on that during this presentation, is also something to consider. Is it's a really privileged time in your life, and certainly parents understand that. It's going to be very hard once you graduate to find 4 months, 2 months, 6 months when you can just go abroad and be abroad for that time. Once you start your career, you're lucky to have maybe a couple of weeks off where you can you can go and take a trip abroad. But spending some time studying abroad is really a unique opportunity you should grab when you're a student, because it gets really hard after that, believe me. All right, so how do you get started? Well, how do students get started? It's really important for them to start thinking, even if they're not thinking about studying abroad next year or next semester. It's great to start thinking about it long before, so you can set goals. What country you want to go? Do you want to study a language? If so, do you have time to take the prerequisite before you go? When would be the best time for you to be abroad, depending on your major? How much time do you need maybe to save for the program? And so when would be the best time to do that? And then you can plan with your academic advisor. That's also a really important step. You want to make sure that your plan, your study plan is ready for the next few semesters, and you can already include study abroad in one of those terms, and you can prepare for it and also be ready when you have it planned. So that's really important. The other reason to plan early is also you can, as I said, you can work on your budget. So maybe you talk to your family, or maybe, you know, at the two next Christmases, you ask, you know, for contributions to your study abroad experience, or maybe you work, you know, you do extra work in the summer too, and you start saving for your education abroad. So there's lots of reason to start early. You can talk to one of our advisors anytime. We are advised on a walk-in basis, and right now we are not on campus, but we advise via Zoom, and again, drop-in basis from 9 to 5 every or 4:30 every day. We also ask the students to complete Education Abroad 101. This is a short online kind of introduction to study abroad, and so it covers, you know, basics. Again, that everybody can meet with an advisor, and we encourage that. You can explore programs ahead of time on our website. We have a very, very thorough website with lots of details. So that's a great way to explore programs early. And then, of course, as I said, you know, meet with an Education Abroad advisor. That's why we here all week long, every day, and we love talking to students. And right now you can do a remote session. We also have chat. And then when we're back on campus, you know, we also have drop-in advising in person. So it's never too early to start thinking and start planning. And the earlier you start, the more choices you will have for your destination and the type of program. So application deadlines, usually between September 15th and October 1st for spring programs, and then between February 1st and March 1st for all other programs. So that's, you know, the year before you study. So right now we just completed, we just finished the application period for spring, and we're already starting reviewing applications for summer, fall, and academic year. So it's good usually to come to see an advisor maybe the semester before you plan to study abroad, or maybe even better, a year ahead. But if you didn't plan and it's a last minute thing, we don't want you to say, oh, I can't do it. So come and talk to us. Even if you didn't plan and you still want to do it, we can still help you find a program. And in the meantime, the other things you can do to prepare is be involved in anything international on campus. We have so many different activities, lots of international students on campus, lots of international student club, lots of academic programs, like we have the global academic, residential academic program. There's an engineering global program where we have international coffee hour, we have the international festival, etc., etc. Lots of things to do to meet international students on campus, and to learn about international subjects even before you go abroad. A great resource is also talking to students who have been abroad. So we have, we can connect you with students who have been abroad. It's a resource, and we invite them to all our orientations, so you'll get a chance to talk to them at least at your orientation. Other things you can do, of course, you can think about, just like Kira was applying for a Fulbright after she graduates, you can do that. We have a lot of CU students who get Fulbrights. And then you also can go to the Peace Corps. We also have a very high number of Peace Corps volunteers coming from CU. And we have a special Peace Corps prep certificate at CU that's run out of our office. So lots of opportunities to learn about anything and everything international, even before you study abroad, and certainly after you come back too. So that is the end of the formal presentation. And so now we're happy to answer some questions. And I know that, I'm going to stop. Well, I'll leave my slide here a little bit because it has our phone number and our email address and our website. And of course, we're on all the social media. So I encourage you to follow us. We have all these photos that you see in my presentation. We have tons and tons of other amazing other photos that we use on our social media. So, and you can hear about buffs, global buffs. So people who have studied abroad we publish a lot on our social media from students who have studied abroad before. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and then see what question, if we got any question in the chat room. Okay, and those questions were sent to everyone, so everyone can see them, but I'll read them very briefly. Is there a specific location that works best for an engineering student to study abroad, where the classes they take will keep them on track for their program? Super, excellent question, because if your student is an engineering student, you know that that's probably the less flexible curriculum, engineering, because they have to take courses in SQL. And so, but we are working, there's a really good global program, international program office in the engineering school, and we work really closely with them. And they are developing education abroad programs specifically for engineering students, and specifically will work with the curriculum for engineering. And so a few years ago, there were not too many options for engineering students, but now lots of options, certainly if you study in another language, but also lots of options in English, even in non-English speaking countries. So I wouldn't say there's a best location, because there are so many different locations now where students can do engineering. And the first step would be to talk to Andrew Wingfield in engineering. He's the director of international programs there. And again, we work really closely with Andrew, but he's gonna have all the details about the best location depending on your major, because even there are different locations for different engineering majors. All right. What is the status of the whole study abroad program in terms of COVID and countries restricting US citizens? That's a big question. And I'm not going to be able to go over in details, but you remember that page that I mentioned, has all the details. But I will say what's happening right now for instance, for spring programs. So we are planning to send students in the spring on a much smaller portfolio. So very, few locations. We review location. We have a long rubric that has many steps where we look at countries and we look at programs, and then we see if studying abroad is going to be an option for these countries. And so again, it's going to be a much reduced portfolio and fewer students than usual, but we are planning to send students. So as of now, and the situation is evolving, all the time, and we monitor it, but as of now, most of the students would be going to Western Europe and starting in January, so in a couple months, and some places in Asia, but no programs in Latin America and no programs no programs anywhere else for spring. We are fairly optimistic for summer. We think that many more programs and countries will be available to study for summer. But for spring, we were very careful in how we chose the locations, and again, the criteria is, of course, is it open to U.S. students? Are there visas delivered? What is the COVID situation on site? What are the measures, COVID measures on site? What is the program itself doing? Excuse me. Again, if you'd like to see more detailed information, I really recommend you look at our FAQ page, and you can access it from our main page. Okay, my student is a freshman and hopes to go abroad for the junior year. Do you recommend working with an academic counselor now? Yes, both yes and yes. Yes, it's never too early to talk to your academic advisor. And when students talk to their academic advisor, they can say already, this is what I plan to do in my junior year. And then their advisor will help them plan what classes should they take here before they go, and how are they going to take what classes are going to take abroad, and how are those going to count, and then what classes will they need to take when they come back. So So the academic plan is definitely with your academic advisor. And then what options are out there for your major? Definitely you want to talk to an education abroad advisor. And again, we do walk-in advising or drop-in advising right now from 9 to 5 every day of the week. So, and you can access our advising, you can make an appointment through our website. All right, next question. Is the summer school opportunity the same as fall or spring? I wonder, so it's not the same length, and it's not the same programs, but certainly we have pretty much all the countries we have during the year you can go to in the summer too. So I'm hoping I answered that question right. Is there a specific program that is best for vocal music majors? So we do have music programs, and we've picked them with the music school, but I think your best information you would get from your voice advisor, because you can look at the programs we have. If you look for music on our website, and we have programs in Austria and Italy, and but you can look, and then I think choosing the program that would be best for you or for your student is going to be really a decision, because music is so particular and unique, because of people's own talent and background. It's the best way to choose a program would really be with your voice advisor. All right. Film studies, definitely we have many film studies programs, and some production programs where you can do hands-on filmmaking. And I'm just thinking this next summer we have a brand new faculty-led program, a brand new global seminar that's going to be acting and directing abroad with a foreign crew. And that's a faculty member from the film studies department that is going to co-teach that course with a faculty member from the theater department, so that and it will be for actors and directors, and we're very exciting about this. This will be a first, but there are many other programs where you can study film study and as well as filmmaking. And what is the upper division versus lower division distinction? So this is going to be a program by program, and this will be included in the academic section of each program brochure. There's always going to be a chart that shows what is in upper division program, an upper division course on your program, and what is a lower division course. So equivalencies are very clear from the very beginning, and we want to make sure that students know that. And there's a course approval process that goes through, that students go through if they're planning to take a course that's not yet on the 12,000 long approved list of courses. Then students can fill out an approval request. And then again, all those details about, is it upper division, lower division, what is the student hoping to fulfill as a requirement, all of this goes into that online form, and then it's farmed out to different departments, and that's how courses get approved for counting for a specific major requirement. All right, I think we covered all the questions that were asked, right? Anybody has any last minute questions? Feel free to jump in. You can unmute yourself and say the question. All right, well, thank you so much for attending our Education Abroad presentation. And we hope you have a good family parent weekend. I think today is the day to do things outside, or tomorrow if you really like snow. But I hope you enjoy the beautiful fall here, and have a great weekend. And we hope to see your students very soon in our office or on our advising sessions, so we can help them study abroad. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.